Bombshell memo now released. We got this one courtesy of Just the News. And as you can see, it says that Biden aides had one position on how the pardons should be effectuated, and that really didn't happen. And in fact, it turns out Joe Biden may not have even been in the meetings where they were discussing these pardons. And so how can they carry the weight and the heft of the executive branch, of the power of the presidency? They can't. If the president didn't actually review anything and authorize it and stamp on it, then it's invalid, is the argument. And the memos show the back and forth that occurred from inside the Biden White House. They're sending letters and emails, communicating amongst themselves, and then they report to us the following, saying, Just the News got these documents saying that at the beginning of the administration, that Joe Biden's aides believed that he had an obligation to personally sign these presidential actions, okay? He comes in, no, can we just auto pen like everything? No, he's got to sign some of these things. That's because he's the president and it's a symbolic confirmation that it's his approval. And chronicle in these emails how the former president later outsourced all of those decisions to Kamala, which you can't do. She's not the president, never will be. Now, the memos were gathered as part of a sweeping review by the Trump White House. So they're digging into it. They're like, oh, we'll just look at your emails. We'll just look at your email account since we have them now. And now it's raising new questions about whether Joe Biden even actually attended 4 meetings that were all dedicated to making these decisions. It included preemptive pardons for family members, as well as commutations for federal death row sentences. Now, the National Archives was digging this stuff up. Let's dive right into the document. You can see now published, courtesy of Just the News and others, explaining here. We've got this email, January 17th, looks like a memo rather, from the Biden-Harris stolen transition team. Oh gosh, kind of like flashbacks to this. This is a memo. Soon as they're getting ready to come in, Biden will be sworn in on the 20th. And this is a memo for the director of the Office of Records Management. And the subject is approval for presidential signature. So how do we handle Biden's signatures? The following individuals are authorized to approve use of Biden's signature pen in areas of responsibility as noted. Wow. So the chief of staff can sign everything. Staff secretary can sign everything. Deputy staff secretary can only be signing things that are under the staff secretary. Then the executive clerk goes under the staff secretary, and these other people have different responsibilities. Now, if individuals other than those seek authorization, send them to me, okay?